Welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are back with building an asteroid station, and it's time to finish up the drilling. So let's get started. All right, so we are finally done with the big drilling, at least. We still have some minor drilling to be done if necessary, more for plumbing purposes. But for now, we've completed our drilling from left to right alongside of the forward and backwards, as you see here. So the left-hand side, well, if we're saying this is the left-hand side, based on where we initially started drilling, from there, wasn't actually too far from where we started here. And then on this side, just the same. It's not as far as well, but we didn't have the time to kind of weld up all the steel plates or put the steel plates or armor blocks down here, but we should do that. We also need lights and everything in here too. But we got a nice kind of plus thing going down here, a symbol like thing down here for all sides now. So that's a pretty decent thing to do so far with this asteroid station. Next thing to do is weld up every bit of armor plate as much as we can. And we did run out of cobalt as well, so that's another unfortunate thing that did occur. So we weren't able to finish up this large cargo container because we're missing a good chunk of metal grids, unfortunately. If I could get the cobalt to refine first, that'd be great. And then for the assemblers to work, that would also be great. But our assemblers are filled up with a bunch of stuff here, as you can see. Unfortunately, can't move anything because we drilled a little too much, as some of our drills still has stone, and we're trying to refine those as quickly as possible. So it's just basically got everything kind of stuck, unfortunately. So the cobalt is here, but I need to find a way for it to refine somehow. But all the stone is refining now, so it's a little bit rough to kind of get that going. I have no space whatsoever. I gotta figure something out. I mean, I can make a small cargo container, but there's no point because that's just gonna get filled up with stone anyways. But yeah, I just need a refinery to do the cobalt, but we should be fine the way it is. We'll get this kind of situated. We did also have to do another cargo container for gravel because the first one filled up, unfortunately, somehow, because we have a lot of stone, I guess. So there's that. We also added 6 assemblers up top here just to get the steel plates done. Unfortunately, as I mentioned before, everything's just kind of stuck at the moment until we get more metal grids. But yeah, at the moment, we just gotta have to wait for it to refine everything. But yeah, this took a bit of time to do because we started on a very narrow pathway here. And what we did initially was go forward, drill forward, get rid of as much as we can. And then we took the ship, magnetic plate it, turned it around so we could drill up top. And unfortunately, by doing that, we're off by 1 block. I didn't even really notice until we get close to the middle portion of it. So we end up extending the block by 2. I think instead of 19 width, it became 21. But still, hopefully, we made it an odd number, so it makes life a little bit easier. So again, the next step is pretty much put all the light armor blocks surrounding the asteroid inwards. We should have enough material to do something like that. I hope we do, at least. I mean, I can start releasing some space in the whole entire system by putting more steel plates down or light armor blocks down as much as possible. That's also a good idea or possibility as well. So one of the quickest way I've been doing that, you can't really tell in the time lapse, you just see it kind of go down and being placed really quickly. Instead of doing it as I'm doing it now, I actually turn around and face it this way, pretty much upside down in a way, and then basically take it and run back as quickly as possible. So that is harder to do on the edge there, but right here we just hug the top, start clicking away and backing up. That's as quickly as possible for us to put down the blocks right over here, and then we just go through the whole entire thing doing that, which we will do eventually, but for now, just to release some space, I think. it's a good idea to just start welding, not even welding some up, just place the steel plates in there for now. So then that way we get release some of the assemblers and everything like that. Because we are really out of space. But the good news is that we do have a lot of iron. I think I have more iron than I ever had before in the lifetime of me playing Space Engineers. I think iron... Where was our iron storage? Right here. That's a good chunk of iron right there. Are we going to run out eventually? We still probably can, but not anytime soon, I would hope. But doing this would probably help a little bit with making more space, as steel plates are pretty heavy in a way. Because we need basically all the stone to get out of the drill system. So then they could go all into refineries and have our carbon container a little bit more emptied out, to be honest. Especially if we want the cobalt to run. There we go. Finally was able to throw some cobalt in here. So that we can produce a little bit more cobalt for the metal grids. I think we needed a good chunk. Not too many, but a good chunk of them. But I'm sure my assembler is... Yeah, it's filled with a bunch of stuff too, which is a problem. So we need to find a car container that's fairly emptied. Which I could release the gravel one a bit, but I don't think that's going to really be helpful at this moment. Nope. Here we go. It's making some of the metal grids now, so that should be okay. Yeah, I'll just keep throwing some cobalt in there for now. Hopefully that works out okay, and then we'll just keep doing this so we can just throw in a whole bunch of steel plates out quickly, so we don't have to worry too much about it being too full. Okay, I think we got enough metal grids so we can at least make one more large car container. Yep, we have enough. That's probably going to fill up almost immediately, I think. Yep. Completely done with it already. That's crazy. And our drills are probably... Nope, they're not emptied out. Okay, we have way too many drills. So even making this one is not going to make much of a difference, but I think we can actually make it. Yeah, we can. Interesting enough. We had just enough to make more metal grids, so here comes another large car container that's going to be filled up in instantaneously, I think. It's empty. It is full. And as quickly as that, it is done for. Metal grids, I have a little bit left, not too much. I can't make another one. I can make another small grid one, but I'm going to leave it as that for now. But yeah, so far so good with the time lapse or the build of the station. Still gotta do a lot more work inside before we start designing it. The walls and everything like that, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I don't necessarily want to just use light armor blocks. I kind of want to use more of these other walls. I forget what they were called. It was coming from the newest update and DLC. Basically these things, inset walls or something like that. It's kind of what I was trying to think of using these corner blocks and everything like that too. We still need to go hunting for a lot more resources. We need silver, gold, platinum as our main resources to kind of level up. We have uranium, but we can't do anything with it yet. So we still got to explore some more as well. And we still have a ton of ice in here, luckily. So we can utilize this ice for whatever we need it for. And it's also for power. Our solar panels doing good up here. Although we can make it a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if I want to put more solar panels on the sides though. We got as far as we did so far. And hopefully we'll be done with this station quite soon. Hope you guys are still enjoying the series. If you do, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, even just to say hi. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.